Hello, welcome to my channel, Autumn Moon the Mage. This is a general reading in regards to love. It is general, so it might not resonate for you. I do hope it does, though. So thank you so much for stopping in here to see if there is a message intended for you here. I really do appreciate the opportunity to read for you, so thank you. We're doing a pick a pile tonight. So the way that works is you take a look at the options here, and then you pick the pile that draws you in, the one that you are drawn to. You may be drawn to more than one pile, and that's okay. You can watch more than one, but yeah, pick the one you're drawn to and watch that reading. We're going to take a look at the connection, like the overall energy of your connection. We'll take a look at how your person feels about you. What they love about you is really what I was hoping to look at. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to get some oracle messages for advice and additional information. So we are going to go ahead and get started. But thank you again for checking it out, for tuning in. I do really appreciate it. So thank you. Also, if you're watching this on the day it premieres, then happy Valentine's Day. We are 8 minutes away from Valentine's, so all of the readings will actually be done on Valentine's Day. But anyway, happy Valentine's Day to you. And yeah, so take a look at the piles. Feel free to pause the video if you need to, and pick the pile that calls to you or speaks to you. I'll see you there. Hello. If you are joining here, then you are hoping to watch pile number 1, which is this red heart here. The heart with the arrow through it, and then also the heart covered in X's or kisses, if you prefer to think of it that way. I'm going to put this right over here. Like that. And then we will get started. We're going to start with the overall energy of your connection, or the overall situation, depending on what the card comes out as. But we're starting here with this deck, which is called Journey of Love. Can we get the overall energy for the connection between pile 1 and the person they're connecting with, the person they're here about? Can we please get the overall energy of that connection for pile 1 and the person that they are viewing this about? Person they connect with, please. Pile number 1, overall energy, please. Okay, we got 2 cards here. Card number 40, which says the void. Card number 40, the void. And card number 23, which says across the waters. The two actually go quite well together. The void, card number 40 here, is actually, it's the moment between two things, you know? It's the pause between two moments. That's the words that came to mind. It's that pause right there in between something and something else. And so you may be like, maybe possibly have just ended something, moving on to something new, or you may be in a relationship, but your relationship is kind of transitioning in a way, okay? This is that moment between things. And sometimes that pause feels like it takes forever. Sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes days, sometimes it takes years, but this is about a kind of pause between two things, all right? That's what the void is. And it sounds scary, but actually the void surrounds you. The darkness that surrounds you is love. And it's leading you to where you want to be and where you need to be. So it can be stressful or scary, but it's actually it's actually very safe and comfortable place to be. You're protected and you're moving forward. Across the waters, you may be at a distance from someone, okay? That might be what this is referring to, but this card is very much like the Six of Swords in tarot. And so you're in that boat and the water is rocky, okay? And you're moving into that peace. You're moving into that place of peace. But in order to get there, you have to use those swords. And the swords represent logic, they represent truth. And knowledge and understanding. And so you have to tap into that. You have to like pull yourself out of your emotions a little bit and tap into your logic and your truth. And when you do that, your perspective is going to shift slightly, and then you'll cruise on into that calm water. And so you're like, it feels like the overall energy is definitely a transition of some kind. The Across the Waters card implies that there's a lot of emotional turmoil possibly at the moment, or you just went through this and now you're in this like moving to calm. You're in this moment between. You're in this, this in between moment. That's just what keeps coming to mind. So let's go ahead and take a look at the person that you're connecting with. We're going to take a look at how they feel about you. And then we're going to take a look at what they like or love about you, okay? So here we go. Can you show us the person connecting with pile 1? How do they feel? How do they feel about pile 1? Okay, so the first card out is the Justice card. This is Libra energy. You might be dealing with a Libra, but this has to do with fairness. What is right and what is balanced. So possibly they feel that the situation is fair, okay? Or they feel the need for it. They feel the need for balance and fairness in the connection. We get the King of Wands. And this is fire energy, so that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might be dealing with one of those signs, but the King of Wands is very passionate energy. They're very attracted to you, okay? And they feel that you're attracted to them. It's a very passionate energy there between the two of you. Can we get more? How does this person feel about pile number 1? The Empress. Wow. This is another possibly Libra or Taurus card right here. But the Empress is about possibilities. She's also gorgeous, so very attracted to you again. That's coming out again. There's an attraction here, but also the Empress is about hope for the future, giving birth to something. It's a very hopeful energy and very positive. They definitely feel like they could have a future with you. They definitely feel like you represent an opportunity. Like, opportunity sounds bad, but like, or maybe not bad, but they feel like they could grow with you. There's possibility. Possibility is a better word. Wow, we get the Knight of Wands. So again, with that passionate energy, they are very attracted to you. They find you very attractive. Can we get one more? How do they feel about pile number 1? One more card, please. All right, what do we get? The Four of Cups. So they're thinking a lot. This is a very thoughtful card. Things haven't turned out quite the way that they hoped that they would. All right. Something is, they see how they got here. They understand what choices led them here, and they're looking at those choices and possibly looking at you, thinking about you. And excuse me. And it's a very thoughtful card, okay? They're very much in their head, but almost like fantasy land, okay? They're looking back at things, and it's also a card of just, they're not happy with where you're sitting right now, okay? They're not excited. Well, maybe not. There's a lot of cards here that indicate there's excitement. There's hope for sure. There's passion for sure. Maybe not excitement. But with the Four of Cups, where things have turned out in a way that we hoped, we made the choices that we thought we were supposed to make, but now we're looking at it and it's like, well, how did I get here? And how could I have made a different choice? So it's a very thoughtful card. We're going to go ahead now and take a look at the tarot, asking how this person feels. No. What they love about you. Sorry. Can you please tell us, what do they love about pile number one? What do they love about pile number one? If you're not in a situation where you feel like love is a factor, then of course this would be like instead. So like apply the word that is appropriate for you. But what do they like or love about pile number one? And keep in mind that this is general, so it might not resonate very clearly for you. But you did pick the pile. So the King of Swords, so that has to do with truth and logic, okay? And honesty has to do with honesty as well, and determination. The King of Swords is very determined. He's very honest. He's very yeah, maybe a little bit leads with the mind more than with the heart. And I don't know if that's not exactly what's coming across here though. But we also get the Six of Cups here, which indicates that they feel a strong bond with you. They feel a deep connection, like a friendship, okay? A strong friendship. It's actually really sweet energy. Six of Cups, no joke, is one of my very favorite cards to get in a love reading, because this is just feeling so comfortable with someone, feeling like they get you and you get them, and it almost feels like you've known them forever, or possibly you have known them forever. So you have that easy exchange between the two of you, because you just know how to anticipate each other, how to understand each other. It's really great energy. And so they feel that way towards you, and they appreciate having that connection with you. They enjoy that with you. And if you haven't known each other forever, if you don't have a lot of history, if you do, then they enjoy looking back at that history with you. They enjoy seeing it, okay? If you don't have that history, then they just feel that connection with you, and they appreciate it. They love that feeling with you. We also get the King of Cups. Wow, that's two kings. The King of Swords is air energy, so that's Leo. No, sorry. That's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So however those resonate for you. But the King of Cups, that's very loving energy. I feel like they think that you express yourself. Well, no, the King of Cups maybe doesn't express himself very much, but he is very compassionate. He's very kind and understanding kind of energy. So they appreciate that about you. They see that in you. Possibly one thing that I meant to say is these things that come out and what they love about you, sometimes it's not things that you see within yourself, people see us a little bit differently than we see ourselves often, sometimes. And so this might not be something that seems very clear to you, but there's something about that character that they see in you, and they're drawn towards it, and they like that about you. So the King of Cups, that is compassion, and the word loyalty came to mind. The King of Cups doesn't generally speak loyalty to me, but that came to mind. It's very compassionate, very loving. All right, we also get the Two of Cups, which again speaks of a very strong connection. They feel very connected to you, okay? And they love that. They love the love. With the Two of Cups, it implies that you both give, that you both give in the connection, or gave, if this is a past connection. I do kind of feel like maybe this is someone who you've moved on from. but they are definitely still very attracted to you. They definitely still have lots of feelings for you. Okay, so we also get the Queen of Swords. So now we have both the King and Queen of Swords, which is a big deal, okay, because it speaks to them feeling very balanced with you. You know, they feel like you you both enter in at the same like frequency, you know, that you're similar, that you're alike. And that comes across with the Six of Cups as well. And they love that about the connection. They love that about you. The fact that they just feel that you're similar of mind, you know, and that you have similar intentions and that you lead with things in similar ways. We also get the Ten of Pentacles, which indicates a long-term commitment. So you may be involved with this person. That's possible as well. There is a lot about history here, which is why I was saying it might be someone from your past, but you could still be involved with this person. And this Ten of Pentacles is about the life you share, okay? About the things that you have with each other, the life that you've built up together, and how important that is to them. And they love that life. They love the life, like the actual life, the day-to-day, the every bit of it, you know? Which is really great, actually. We're going to take a look. I'm going to use these cards here now to get more messages. What do they love about you? Pile number one. What do they love about pile number one? What do they love about pile number one? These messages are some of them are very specific, okay? So just remember it's general, and you know, you might need to like view it a certain way in order for it to make sense, I guess, is the best way to phrase that. So what do they love about you? That you introduce me to new things all the time. So introducing them to new things. How silly you are. So it implies that they find you silly. Let's see here. What else do we get? Your thighs. Your heart. Which is also that King of Cups, you know, that compassion and that loving and just that tenderness towards others. Do you know what I mean? Can we get two more? What does this person love about pile number one? That you laugh with me, okay, sometimes at me. You make me feel safe, which actually really lines up with that number 10. You know, that's about security and comfort, okay? We also get your creativity and the way you take care of me when I don't feel good. So this also implies that it's a connection that is established, you know, but take those how they resonate for you. Like I said, you may need to like adjust them because it is a general reading. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a look at I believe this deck is called the Wild Wisdom Australia, okay? And we're just hoping to get advice or thoughts in regards to this connection, Spirit, if you wouldn't mind. Advice or thoughts on the connection. Okay. We got the Kookaburra, which says laughter, okay? And the Christmas beetle, which says creative inspiration. I think that's funny because we have this message here about them enjoying that you laugh with them or sometimes at them. And then we get this laughter card here. And then creative inspiration, and we got your creativity. And I don't know how that like applies directly to you. Perhaps you're like in business together, or perhaps you're just creative in your daily life. You know, you try new things, you twist things up, you try to make it a little bit different or a little bit more interesting. The Kookaburra card, the laughter card, actually talks about the healing I don't know the word all of a sudden, but how laughter can heal us, and finding joy in a situation can help pull us out of a darkness or out of a rough period, okay? Which I find interesting because of the void card there, which is talking about this like possible like in between phase that you are. And even across the waters, like I said, there was there's a lot of, it implies there was or is a lot of turmoil in you regarding this connection. I guess you could um, swap that, that could be, why are my words just totally escaping me right now? I have no idea, but the energies could be reversed. So, I mean, that could be the person you're connecting with who's in that kind of state, that transition state. But it looks like that's not the case. This looks like someone who is very fond of you. They love you. They're attracted to you. They're hopeful for the future with you. It's very positive, actually, this reading. The Christmas beetle, the creative inspiration, also talks about healing, and it talks about using your creativity, things that if you are a person who is very creative, if you're an artist of some kind, using that to help pull you through, to help get you through something, is another message that comes through with that card. So let's go ahead. We're going to use now the notes from the universe. I'm not really sure where to put these decks. Here we go. Can we get a message, thoughts, or advice on this connection, please? If this is one that you've walked away from, possibly you're in it and you're just going through like some kind of transition in it, maybe you've had a rough moment and you're coming out into the clear, hopefully. But if this is someone that you've transitioned from, I imagine that's quite hard because it looks like, I don't know what the reason was if that is the case, but I imagine it would be hard to pull away from this energy. But let me tell you what we have here. Love is never in vain. Interesting. When you finally see what this whole time space thing is all about, you're going to laugh, you're going to cry, and you're going to be so, 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 so happy you loved as much as you did. And so this is saying, love is never in vain. Whatever you gave to this connection, whatever you're giving to this connection, it's never in vain. There's always a reason for it. There's always a purpose for it. It's always positive. Okay. There's always a lesson or growth, or that this is just your person, and giving them your love is, it feeds your soul. It lifts your soul. So love is never in vain. And we got time for a love fest. Interesting. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons. And usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing. This is implying that something is perhaps you don't understand why something happened, or perhaps you don't understand the reason for something happening. This is interesting with that Across the Waters card, because Across the Waters is saying that there's something that it's implying that if you look at this with logic and with truth, that your perspective will switch, your perspective will change, and things will be clearer for you. So take that into consideration, I guess. It is worth trying to learn what their perspective is, or their reasons are, and that brings you closer to love. I feel inclined to say not necessarily, it might not bring you closer to love with them, but it may just help you understand love in general and connections in general. But I feel like it's implied here that it would bring you closer to love with them. This person does seem to, they love you and the life that they have or had with you, so it's very positive energy. They think well of you. They think you're beautiful. Male or female doesn't matter. They think you're attractive, but more than attractive, beautiful, because part of what they love about you is your heart. And that speaks to and that King of Cups, They see your vulnerability. They see how you put yourself out there and how accepting you are of others. That kind of energy comes across here. So can we get thoughts or advice on this connection? The first one here is the yellow rose, which says enthusiasm and friendship. Perhaps this is someone that you have had a friendship with so far. I'm not sure, but enthusiasm and friendship. Can we get anything else here? Is there anything else here for pile number 1 in regards to this connection? We get the honeysuckle. Domestic happiness and devoted affection. Yeah, that's with that 10 of Pentacles there. It just speaks, there's something about how happy the life you shared was or is together. With that 6 of Cups there, there's all these mentions of this kind of blissful domestic life, very happy with each other, very connected with each other, happy. They think back, if you're separated, they think back on it and it's just bright and bright and happy for them. If this is a connection that you're currently in, they're very happy with you. If you're going through something, I feel like they'd be very supportive of it. If they don't know about that something, there's nothing here about you not communicating, so maybe just the understanding thing there. But that's not necessarily about communicating things. Can we get thoughts or advice in regards to this connection for pile number 1, please? Thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope that this resonated for you. And if it did, if you wouldn't mind liking the video or posting a comment below, that would be really awesome. But thank you very much for watching. Sorry, this deck is the worst to shuffle. Can we get, but I love it so much. Can we get a message for pile number 1 in regards to this connection? Let me go one more time just in case there's another. Okay, just the one then. So that's the image we have. And the message says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So however that resonates for you. Pile number 1, that's what I have. Thank you so much for watching. I do really, really appreciate it. I hope it resonated for you. Gosh, they do seem to feel so bright and positive about you, which is great to see. And I hope that you're able to work through whatever this void, this pause in between that you're in. The void, it's trying to remind you that this is a safe spot, and that you're protected and your dreams are protected and your hopes are protected. So good luck to you, pile number 1. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you back here again sometime soon. Bye. Hello. If you are tuning in now, then you were drawn to pile number 2, which is this XOXO card here. The double heart here, which almost looks like it has a little hole for a lock. It's here, and you can see it more clearly on this side. There's like this little hole there, and all of them have it. I have several of this cut out, and they all have it, so I'm not sure why, and also the pink heart. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to take a look first at the overall connection, okay? And the energy of the connection, or the energy for you in regards to the connection, okay? The deck that I'm using here is Journey of Love. So for pile number 2, we get the overall energy for them in regards to the connection with the person that they are here to hear about. Can I please get the overall energy for pile number 2 in regards to this connection? All right, so we got 2 cards. The first one is card number 49, which says Woman of Light. And the second is card 42, which says The Blood Dance. The two actually go well together, honestly. the blood dance actually, I don't know why it's called that, but it talks about, well, possibly that you felt disconnected from yourself, or you felt disconnected from intuition, and maybe feel kind of like you're scrambling. Okay, but it's indication that you are not actually disconnected, that the connection is there, or possibly that you've been pulled out of it for a reason, but that it will come back. You will be reconnected. And why that connects with the woman of light is because this implies that either someone near you is offering you spiritual guidance, or offering you guidance in your path in regards to love, or that you will be like reconnected with your own intuition, either within yourself or from someone outside of yourself. There's going to be some kind of connection, some kind of guidance, all right? And the blood dance implies that you feel, maybe that you've felt a little bit lost, that you've felt a little bit disconnected. So it's kind of reassurance that you are on the right path, and that door, like, will open to you again, either directly through yourself or through a connection with somebody else. So I don't know how that resonates for you. I hope it does, but that's what we have. We're going to take a look now at the person you are connecting with. Um, we're going to start by taking a look at how they feel about you. The person connecting with pile number 2, can you tell us, how do they feel? How do they feel about pile number 2? The person connecting with pile number 2, how do they feel about pile number 2, please? That's a lot of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We get the Knight of Wands, okay, which is very passionate energy, feeling very attracted to someone, feeling like you want to. In this deck, they refer to hunting. And that's kind of what the energy is, kind of like you want to pursue them, okay? 5 of Swords, though, that's a feeling of defeat. Yeah, it's a feeling of defeat. We have the Page of Cups. And this could be them, like, there may be a need for an apology. Okay, so that might be what they're feeling, like a desire to apologize. But the Page of Cups is about like a, a, a small step, okay, in regards to love. And so it may be that their heart is opening to you, okay, or it may be that they want to share a message with you in regards to love, something small, a small gesture, which it could be, like I said, it could be an apology of some kind, or it could be a message of affection, okay? The Hanged Man, but they're not sure what to do. Which makes sense if they're feeling this defeat, they're feeling this 5 of Swords. For some reason in this connection, they're feeling defeated, okay? And with the Hanged Man, they're not sure what to do. They're not sure where to go. The King of Wands, wow. So we have both the Knight and the King, which implies there's a lot of passion. They feel very passionately about you. They're very attracted to you. Wow, and the Knight of Cups. So we have both the Page and the Knight of Cups. And the Knight is he wants to sweep in. So possibly there is an apology they want to give you, or like I said, they want to make some small gesture, but they also feel really compelled to kind of sweep you off your feet. And for different people, that looks a different way, they sweeping someone off their feet for, I can't think of an example, but it looks very different to different people. So it may not feel that way to you, but it does to them. And also, again, we're taking a look at this from their perspective. So, yeah, but they are very attracted to you. Their heart is open to you, but they're unsure where to go, and they're feeling a little bit defeated. I don't know what happened with the 5 of Swords. That implies that maybe something happened, and it's caused them to feel defeated. There is something about the connection, though, that makes them feel like they can't win. But they feel attracted to you for sure. Very attracted to you. And their heart is open to you. Okay? We're going to ask the tarot now, what do they like or love about you? Yeah. What do they love about pile number 2? What is this person that's connecting with pile number 2? What do they love about pile number 2? What do they love about pile number 2? What do they like about pile number 2? Because it's different, obviously, for different people who are in a different state of a relationship. Doesn't really give me any clear indications so far, like where your relationship is. Doesn't feel like someone you broke up with, but possibly. Well, the Four of Wands. So when we're asking what they love about you, to get the Four of Wands, that has to do, well, I mean, the Four of Wands is about a party, really. It's about community, okay? So it may be you and just the people you surround yourself with, like they love how you spend your time with them and how you enjoy those people, whatever people are really important to you, because the Four of Wands is about that community and about appreciation, and also about just enjoying them. So there's something here about the people you surround yourself with, okay? Can we get more? What does this person love? And one thing I want to point out is we're looking at things from their perspective. So when we're looking at things that they love about you, sometimes people see us a different way than we see ourselves, And so it might not make immediate sense to you why they see that or why that would be something they love about you. Seven of Pentacles, with that, I mean, the woman in this picture is pregnant, and the Seven of Pentacles often makes me think of children. It's the things that we've invested ourselves in. So it may be, if you have children, then I would say that that's definitely a part of what they love about you. Either the fact that you have them or the way that you've invested into them. Okay, possibly. If you don't have children, then that is about where you've invested yourself, where you work the hardest, where you really pour your heart in. There's something about that they love about you. And it could be that you share that bond, like you share that interest, or it could be just that they admire it about you, that you pour yourself into that something, that you give it your all. Okay. We also get the Queen of Wands here. So we have both the King and Queen of Wands now. That's fire energy. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you might be dealing with one of those signs. But this is attraction. They find you very attractive. You are magnetic to them. You're alluring to them. And they like that. They like that you pull them in, that you excite them. Okay. We also get the Tower. The Tower as something that they like about you. I don't know. The Tower is very shocking, very surprising. Maybe you surprise them, or you are a surprise to them. You aren't something that they expected in some way. And they love that. They love that it's the surprise. They love that it's not what they expected, possibly. Ooh. Can we get one more card? What do they love about pile number 2? What do they love about pile number 2? One more card. We get 2 cards. Shadow Dance. Okay, and in this deck, it's called Shadow Dance, but it's the Devil card, Devil energy. But in this deck specifically, they talk about Um, this being here is watching this couple in the forest, and the couple is like so caught up in like that haze of passion that they don't even see him there. They wouldn't see him there because they're just so caught up in that moment. And so it's about passion specifically, and with the King of Wands showing up in their feelings and what they love about you, the Queen of Wands, which also says that they feel there's a balance between you and that you're coming in on equal energy, that you're both bringing forward something, yeah, balanced. Okay. And that's like a divine, I'm sorry, that's not, divine's not the word, but that's like, what do they call them? Like power couple, or, um, I mean, they're counterparts to each other. So, I mean, that speaks to that as well. But both of them represent passion. And so to get the Shadow Dance card here isn't very surprising to me. They feel that magnetic energy between you. They love that aspect of the connection. They love the passion. Okay. They love the pull towards each other. Even if you're not intimate with each other, if you haven't been intimate with each other, there's that anticipation, between you, and they love that anticipation. Okay. We also get the King of Pentacles. So this is earth energy. That's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The King of Pentacles indicates that you're very stable, and that they see you that way. They see you as very stable, very, yeah, committed. Okay. Like you make commitments and you stick to them. You're protective of the people that you care about. So they see all of that. And yeah, they love or like that about you. They're attracted to you because of it. Can we get some more messages here for pile number 2? What does the person connecting with them love about them, please? For pile 2, what do they love about pile 2? These messages are, some of them are very specific. So if they don't resonate for you, that's fine. They might resonate for someone else watching this pile, but your smile lights up the room. That you make me melt with just a smile. See this energy here, the Shadow Dance energy. They melt just a smile. The way you make me feel. I love the way you make me feel. You're the kindest person I know. Whoa, those just flew. Can we get 2 more? What does this person love about pile number 2? It says your love for life. Your love for life. And last we get your heart, which is very sweet. It implies that they see a kindness in you. That is also here, that you're the kindest person I know. But you're saying that they love your heart. That's like I said, it implies that there's a kindness to you, and they see that. And like I said before, the way that they view you might not be something that makes sense immediately to you. People see us a different way than we see ourselves. So let's go ahead, and we're going to move on to Wild Wisdom Australia. We're going to ask for thoughts or advice on this connection, please, from Spirit. Can we please get your thoughts or advice on the connection for pile number 2 and the person they're connecting with? Oh. Okay, so we get the dragonfly, which says evolve, which I find interesting because this energy here that's saying that you feel disconnected. And so that might be a part of it, like a need to evolve, a need to expand a bit. We also get the blue-ringed octopus, which is boundaries. This card is really interesting to me, because the octopus, the blue-ringed octopus, it is the poison, if you touch it, okay, when it's releasing the poison, that poison is enough. Just one touch is enough to kill 27 people. That's a very powerful poison, okay? But the octopus doesn't want to be defensive. They don't want to attack. They don't want to hurt anybody, okay? And so they're very they're careful is what they are. They're very careful to avoid conflict of any kind. They hold themselves back. So I don't know, the card speaks to me about not like jumping at everything, not like, and I don't know how that resonates for you in this connection. I hope it does, but it really speaks to me about, you know, having boundaries for yourself, but not like assuming that everything is an attack at those boundaries, okay? Because the octopus, he avoids conflict. He does what he can to avoid conflict. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. And so he sometimes hides himself away in places where he won't get noticed, or he does, I keep calling it a he. I'm so sorry. It's not really, I don't know why I'm doing that. There's no gender. I'm not talking about any specific gender here. I don't know why, but it doesn't want to face any kind of conflict, okay? And again, that dragonfly energy, that really is about the evolve. It's really about a change, you know, and it speaks specifically about spiritual change and being positive and remaining positive um, in that process, okay, during that like evolution. Just know that you're headed in the right direction, and it really does talk about like intuition and about that spiritual connection and how that is shifting, okay, which is, like I said, interesting because of the woman of light and the blood dance card up there, which imply that maybe you feel like you have been pulled away, or that you're not connecting with your intuition at this time. So can we please get thoughts or advice for pile number 2 in regards to this connection? Thoughts or advice, please. Thoughts or advice for pile number 2. All right, we got 2 cards here. The first says, give yourself much more credit. And the back says, a stranger than strange preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are in bad relationships. Oh, see, wow, even though I use preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. So it's saying, well, I mean, it's very, very basic, very specific. Just because you may be struggling in a relationship doesn't mean that that relationship is a bad relationship, okay? Just because you face challenges in the relationship doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the relationship. We just sometimes find ourselves facing a lot of challenges, okay? And people who have it easy in their relationship, it doesn't mean that they're doing it right. They may be ignoring all kinds of stuff. You don't know. That's going to come up at some point. You just don't know. But whatever it is you're facing, like wherever you find yourself, if you are someone who's just had this really light, easy relationship, it's possible that there's more to it, but I don't think that's what this is saying. This is saying that just if things are hard doesn't mean that it's wrong. It doesn't mean that the relationship is wrong or that anything's wrong with the relationship. You're just facing more challenges. Okay. We also get this one which says, you have what it takes. Always follow your heart unless it's been broken. Then you must lead it back into love, the universe. It says, P.S. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? So you have what it takes. And again, I don't know exactly how this resonates. I don't feel a very clear message with it. Always follow your heart. You have what it takes. So if you're unsure about opening up to somebody new, it's kind of encouragement to go ahead and do that. What did I do with the last deck I was holding? Oh, I put it over here. Okay. I'm running out of places to put decks. All right, we're going to take a look at this deck here. Thoughts or advice in regards to this connection? for pile number 2, please. Thoughts or advice for pile number 2, please. It took forever, and then it just spit all kinds of cards out. Okay, so the first 2 we get are domestic happiness and devoted affection and anticipation. Didn't I was talking about anticipation and how they feel that, like, they feel that building anticipation with you as far as passion goes, okay? I feel like an arrow pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. It's a funny quote. Domestic happiness and devoted affection. I mean, domestic happiness talks about feeling, really happy and comfortable in your, obviously, in your everyday life, I'm not sure exactly how it resonates, so you'll have to take it how it resonates for you. What were we asking? Advice or thoughts in regards to the connection? Perhaps it is advising you that there is like a possibility of domestic happiness, or that is something that is real if you were questioning it for some reason. Or there may be some excitement, this anticipation, waiting for it, or anticipating that you will have that domestic bliss. What else do we have here? Majesty and virtue, the lily. Blissful pleasure, sweet pea. And then last, rebirth and new beginnings. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Yeah, so if this is someone from your past that is trying to reconnect with you, that didn't jump out at me, but we can't dismiss it as a possibility. If this is a connection that you're already in, then this speaks to like things getting like a reboot, or a new light being, the light being, the fire being relit, something starting again, passion coming out again, possibly. If this is a relationship that you're already in, possibly there has been just this kind of like steadiness to it, like a very, every day is the same. We just live our lives and we just do it. And it's just been peaceful and like steady. And so, yeah, there seems to be something new coming. I'm not really sure about the Majesty and Virtue card. Hopefully that resonates for you in some way. The lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. Majesty and virtue. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not like getting any specific message from it. Let me just check one thing. That's interesting that I felt compelled to look that one up, because it actually is a call for action. It's saying that actions speak louder than words, is what it's saying, and to step up and take action. So if we follow this along here, it's almost like things have been really, and maybe not in a connection. Maybe you haven't been in a connection, possibly. I mean, you'll have to take it how it resonates for you, but perhaps you've been kind of steady going, but that there is something, and maybe anticipating something new, or maybe you should be anticipating something new. But if you've just been like cruising along, this is saying step it up, take action. And then we have this blissful pleasure and this rebirth and new beginning. So it's like you're going to be introduced to, or you're going to reignite something, but step up and take the action. Don't just like sit back and wait for it to happen. Don't continue just cruising along here. Okay. Whew. One more deck. And this is called, Lover's Oracle. It's one of my favorite decks, really, but it is just a nightmare to shuffle. So I apologize in advance. Can we please get a message for pile number 2? I want to say thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate reading. For you, I love to read tarot, so I appreciate every opportunity. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see if there's one more, if that's just the only one. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Oh, if it did resonate, or if you enjoyed the reading, please feel free to like or post a comment below if you feel comfortable, but definitely not necessary. But yeah, let's see. Anything else? One more check. No. Okay, so interesting card here. This is a card, and the back says freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Wow. That really connects with that Lily card there. You know, take action. Take action. It's up to you. So, well, I hope that resonates for you. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. Yeah. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I hope that I see you back here again sometime soon. So have a great day. Bye. Hello. If you're tuning in here, then you were drawn to pile number 3, which is this love tile here with this pretty little like viney heart, which I also like. So I get the appeal there. And then the natural color heart here. So I'm just going to stack these up. We are going to start with the deck called Journey of Love. Journey of Love, yes. And we're going to ask about the overall energy for you in regards to this connection, or the overall energy of the connection. So let's start with that. Pile number 3. Can we please get the overall energy of the connection for pile number 3? Overall energy of the connection, please, for pile number 3. Ooh. Card number 62. It says the choice. I mean, it's pretty simple and obvious. There appears to be a decision needing to be made. The book actually indicates that the answer should be yes, but really there's a decision that needs to be made, and you are probably already aware of it. If you aren't, then you're going to be made aware of it quite soon. But yeah, there's a choice that needs to be made. So that's the overall energy right now. We're going to take a look now at the tarot and get a look at the person that you're connecting with. We want to see how this person feels about you. And I was drawn to include this deck in these readings, but it's called the Spirit Song Tarot, and the messages on it are different than traditional tarot. And so I generally avoid using it, but I felt really, really specifically inclined to use this deck. Right when I came up with the idea for the reading, this deck was like calling out, use me, use me. So I'm going to take the meanings on the cards for the most part. So how does this person feel about pile number 3? We get the Queen of Acorns, which is the Queen of Wands, okay? And it says passion and creativity. So I would say that they're very attracted to you with that passion energy there. They feel drawn to you. They feel like a spark is lit within them, especially with the creativity as well. That just indicates that you inspire them, okay? We also get 15, the shadow, which is actually the devil. So you might be dealing with a Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn. But it says self-empowerment and ambition. So as far as like how they feel about you, perhaps they feel that you, that you give them courage, okay, with that self-empowerment card there. You give them courage to be more. You make them feel braver. Well, 2 of shells. So that's the 2 of cups. That's union and harmony. So, I mean, that really, the 2 of cups talks about that really like soul connection with someone, that really deep bond between 2 people. It's really beautiful. So they feel very connected to you. They feel like You could have a very, harmonious connection. You would both give to each other equally and happily with the Two of Shells there. We also get the Three of Shells, playfulness and bliss, it says. And that's the Three of Cups, which is happiness, having a good time, spending time with someone and just really enjoying their company, right? The last we get is the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Shells, gratitude and fulfillment. So this is saying, the Nine of Cups is like wish fulfillment. They're very grateful for you in their lives. They think that you're incredible, and like you're every wish that everything they could have wished for. Okay, very happy, very positive energy. Yeah, it's all really great. You make them feel powerful. You make them feel passionate and love and gratitude, all really positive energy there. That's just excellent. Can we go ahead now and take a look at what does this person love about pile number 3? If you're not in a relationship that you would consider currently like advanced enough to use the word love, that's okay. We can use the word like instead, apply it how it needs to be applied. There are very different levels of love, okay? So apply the level that resonates most for you. But what does this person like or love about pile number 3, please? What does this person, what do they like or love about pile number 3? The 10 of Acorns, it says responsibility and dedication. So they feel that you are dedicated. They feel that you have a lot on your plate, but that you handle it. You get it done. You continue to work at it. Okay. 6 of Crystals, that's the 6 of Pentacles, gratitude and synergy. So there's 2 cards here about gratitude, and this card implies that they feel that you are also a very grateful person, that you express your gratitude. The 6 of Pentacles, and even with the synergy there, that's about balance, and it's about not just balance, but this flow where you kind of just move together, it just lines up, and there is gratitude from both of you showing up here. So that would make sense. Okay. The 6 of Pentacles generally talks about generosity, both parties being generous. And when you do that, it doesn't really feel like you're giving necessarily. It doesn't feel like anything's being taken from you because you're being given back, so it's really beautiful. What else do they love about pile number 3? The Tower, it says release and revelation. Release and revelation. The Tower, what do they love about pile number 3? We get the Tower. Someone else got the Tower, by the way, pile number 2, but it wasn't with this deck, so it definitely had different meaning. But release and revelation. Maybe they feel that you you don't hold on to things. You don't hold on too tightly to the past. I don't know, it's like a sort of, it was what it was, it is what it is. It's like very kind of chill kind of feeling, Also, I meant to say this before I started this portion of it, that people see us differently than we see ourselves. So something that they might love about you may not seem very obvious. For example, kindness. You might not feel like you're a super kind person, but if you've been kind to them, then and maybe they've experienced not a lot of kindness in their life, then you could stand out as this incredibly kind person, when really you just feel like you're, I'm just being normal me, So people see us a little bit differently than we see ourselves, and it might not make sense completely, but possibly it's not your pile, but possibly it's just because it's from their point of view. So release and revelation. It feels like the Judgment card to me normally. And in the Judgment card, you're kind of free. You're kind of a free person because you're not letting the past hold you back, and kind of just, yeah, free is the word that comes to mind. Free of past baggage. I don't know. I hope that resonates for you. We also get 9 of crystals, which is the 9 of pentacles, and it says security and abundance. So you appear to have it all, you appear to have everything that you need, and you're very attractive, and they like that about you. That possibly independent is a word that I would use, that they see you as independent and they like that about you. Page of Acorns, which is the Page of Wands, discovery and enthusiasm. So very excited, excited to be living your life, and like that they see as very positive, like you have with the 10 of Wands here, there's a lot of responsibility, but like you manage it. You're dedicated to continuing carrying all of that you carry, and it feels like you do it with a lightness, and that's, at least that's how they see it, that you carry it all forward. It's kind of like a bright and light energy. Okay, we're going to take a look at this deck now and see, what does this person love about pile number 3, or like, sorry, whichever it's for you, but what does this person love about pile number 3? Please, person connecting with pile number 3, what do they love about pile number 3? Ooh. How much you enjoy nature. Some of these cards are very specific, so if they don't apply to you, then don't try to force it, but how much you enjoy nature. Your voice. They love your voice. What else do we get here? Your confidence. 2 more. What does this person love about pile number 3? Okay, fine. The kindness you show others. Okay. Your sincere love for all animals. Wow. That kind of goes in line with how much you enjoy nature. So maybe you're a very naturey person. You love animals. I don't know. That I am your only weakness. I love that card. That I am your only weakness. It says your beautiful eyes. Okay. So we're going to go ahead now and take a look at, this is called the Wild Wisdom Australia. Okay. We're going to ask for thoughts or advice in regards to this connection, please, from Spirit. Can we please have your thoughts or advice? That I am your only weakness. It's my favorite one. It's just but it implies that there's an intimacy to this connection, which I didn't feel that before, that there was an intimacy. But that does kind of imply that they feel confident. That does come across. They feel confident with you. You empower them, and it could imply that they think of you as a very strong person, just have a lot of self-control. They see you as having a lot of self-control, even if they aren't exactly your weakness yet. Maybe they want to be. They do find you attractive, though. They do see you as very independent. That's coming across very clearly. They see you as very independent and confident. Okay, can we please, sorry, I was rambling. I'm sorry. Can I please get to messages here? Thoughts or advice in regards to this connection, please, for pile number 3. Thoughts or advice. The humpback whale. And I can't read it because it's this interesting font and I can't see it. So hold on just a second. Can we get one more? Thoughts or advice? Okay. The numbat. Numbat? So the humpback whale. That's a pretty image. It says record keeper. Okay. Record keeper. And the numbat, which says listen to nature. Another reference to nature. So that humpback whale card actually talks about diving deep and looking at what you're holding on to. Like it's like a self-evaluation card, look inside, and it indicates that possibly there's something that you're holding on to that you're not possibly realizing that you're holding on to, and like a need to release that so that you can set yourself free. I think it's interesting that that comes out when we get this, I don't know, this card here, the Tower, which felt like you were letting change happen, that you were like, yeah, letting change happen. But the card there, it indicates that maybe there's something that you haven't released that you don't realize you're holding on to. Also, I think it's interesting that it references like finding your song, finding the song that's yours, and like sharing that song. It talks about music in the book, and I find that interesting because the Listen to Nature card is there, and that's talking about listening. But it is actually, Listen to Nature is actually like also calling you to like look within yourself, to when we go out in nature and we are surrounded by nature, it really gives us that moment to pause, and take a breath and like really assess things. Okay. It also indicates that there's something possibly you're missing, but it doesn't indicate that what you're missing is within yourself, like something you're holding on to. It indicates that there's something else like that you need to figure out. There's something that you need to learn. And I don't know how the two connect or how that resonates for you, but that's what they say. So I'm just giving it to you how it comes out. Let's see here. We're going to get two cards. Can we please get thoughts or advice in regards to this connection for pile number 3? Thoughts or advice for pile number 3, please. Thoughts or advice for pile number 3. Can I get one more card? Okay, so the first one that fell out was love in spite of it all. Before this odyssey ever began, there was you, your best friends, and wide-eyed curiosity among you about who would be the first to leap, the first to forget, the first to kiss, the first to tell, the first to fall, the first to get back up, and the first to remember that it all began with a dare, to love in spite of it all. Remember, I am the glint in your eyes, all 3 of them. So yeah, love in spite of it all. It's saying that love is never without purpose, okay? Because it is the purpose. It is why we are here. So love is never wasted. Love is never, it's never bad, and it's always there. It's always there. So love, and it indicates that maybe that there's been some struggle for you, or that there's been some kind of imbalance or unfairness to it possibly, but it's saying love anyway. So also prepare to be astounded. Send them love, wish them peace, see them happy, everyone always forever, and prepare to be astounded. The universe. P.S. Oh man, and will you ever become a big time manifester? Which is true. When you send out positivity, you lift your vibration, you lift your energy, and it allows you to draw in more and draw in the things that you want. So very good idea anyway, but this again is saying love in spite of it all, send them love, wish them peace, see them happy, everyone, always, forever. Okay. And so if there is someone in your past, possibly, maybe not this connection, maybe this connection, I don't know, but excuse me, you're being advised to let it go with love, like wish them well, be positive, and hope for positive things for them, because that lifts your energy. I feel kind of like, based off of the way that they see you, it feels kind of like you maybe already know that, that you just need to send them off with love, but possibly Maybe you've struggled with it, or I don't know why it's coming out in this reading, like why you're being called to do it, but it's what's coming out. So let's see here. We're going to use this deck here, which is called Botanical Inspirations, I believe. I just call it my flower deck because I like that it has flowers on it. Can we get thoughts or advice? Thoughts or advice for pile number 3 in regards to this connection? For pile number 3, thoughts or advice, please? The Pansy. Sweet thoughts. Pray, you love, remember. And there are pansies. That's for thoughts. Unknown. Okay, that's an interesting quote, but sweet thoughts. It's like, yeah, it's almost like it's saying, think of the good times, you know, and also to keep your thoughts positive, you know, keep your thoughts directed towards the positive. If there's a choice coming up that you're either aware of or that you're going to be made aware of in the future, sweet thoughts would also indicate that you, that you look at it in a positive way. Anything else for pile number 3? What do we get? Peony? Peony? Is that how you say that? I'm probably saying it wrong. It's probably something really easy, and I'm saying I feel like I've heard the word, but I can't think of how to say it. So prosperity and compassion. Prosperity and compassion. Prosperity depends more on wanting what you have than on having what you want. Unknown. Wow. Which is an indication that, like, the answers are here, first off. And compassion might be to call for, it might be a call for compassion. Like, I don't know, both of these cards, they both say love, you know, give it love. And compassion, you know, that's part of it, is having compassion for the other person, understanding, trying to understand things from their perspective, and just like being forgiving. That's very like Queen of Cups kind of energy. Just like, yeah, give it love, give the situation love, give it compassion, give it understanding. And with the quote here, prosperity depends more, and prosperity is like, now the words are like totally escaping me, but they're talking about blessings of the future, you know, and they depend more on wanting what you have than having what you want. So it's like indicating that there is a blessing here. There is a positive something here that you're possibly not seeing. And so, like, have compassion and open your eyes up to the situation, open your eyes up to what is here right now. Okay. We're going to look now at the Lover's Oracle, which is a deck I love, but it's very hard to shuffle, so please be patient with me. Do we have a message for pile number 3? Thank you very much for watching this reading. I do really appreciate it. I hope it resonated for you, and or that you enjoyed it. And if so, please do like the video. Please post a comment if you feel comfortable doing so. Can we get one more message? One more message for pile number 3 in regards to this connection, in regards to love. Pile number 3. That's interesting. That's an interesting message. It says, well, let me show you the front of the card. This is the front. And it says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So, yeah, that's what I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed it, truly. I hope it resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you good luck with this and anything else that's happening in your life. And I hope I see you back here again sometime soon. Bye. Hello. If you are tuning in at this point, then you were drawn to pile number 4, which has this little follow your heart card here, and then has this little, this trail of hearts and the white heart. So we're going to go ahead and get started right away. We're going to start with this deck here, which is called Journey of Love. And we're going to take a look at the overall energy of the connection, or your overall energy in regards to love, okay? So for pile number 4, can we please get the overall energy of the connection that they are here inquiring about, or their overall energy and connection in regards to love, please? Overall energy for us for pile number 4. Overall energy, please, for pile number 4. Number 67, the Swan, is what we get. Card number 67, the Swan. It actually says that you are on the right path. It indicates that well, that you have a knowingness about you, like that you can see the truth and the BS, like you can see it. You can see the different things, and yeah, that you just kind of have a knowing way about you, and you're kind of just coasting, you're moving along, and it's trying to reassure you that you are on the right path, and that right now you feel like you're going to get where you're headed, like where you're supposed to be. And very soon that's going to shift into, that you are where you're supposed to be. Like that knowing is going to come to you. You already have an understanding, you already have this intelligence, this perception, okay? This like understanding of the things around you. Also, it indicates that, oddly, amusingly, it advises you to follow your heart, which is the message on the card there in the beginning. Literally, I swear it doesn't say those exact words in the book, but it says, continue to focus on the things that you love, focus on doing the things you love and moving forward in love, because that is the path that you're on, and it's going to continue to lead you towards what it is that you're looking for and what you want. So gosh, that's really beautiful energy. It's really beautiful energy to be in pile number 4. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the person connecting with you. The Swan, I don't know why, but it always makes me think of mirroring energy. So, I mean, that might resonate for you, might not. It might imply the person that you're connecting with is kind of going down a similar path, they've experienced a lot, and like at this point they're just they see it all how it is, and they have faith that they're on the right path, and soon they're going to know as well. It really feels, I don't know why, but this one always just makes me think of mirroring energy. I don't know, I see that reflection in the water, and it feels kind of like you're both there, like moving towards that time when you'll I don't know, I don't know how your reflection comes out of the water, but hopefully that didn't sound completely bizarre to you. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the person you're connecting with. We're going to start by looking at how they feel about you, pile number 4. How do they feel about pile number 4? The Death card, and it's, do you see this kind of like reflecting energy? I don't know. The Death card, of course, indicates that something's ended. They feel like something's ended. And this could be between the two of you, or this could be, the Death card also, like, closes a door so something else can open, you know? It's about rebirth as well as an ending. But yeah, with the Death card, it indicates that they feel like something is ended. What else do we get? Judgment. Wow. That can be a call for reconciliation, you know? So if this is someone from your past, it could be that person returning. The Judgment card, though, is acceptance. It's a release, okay? Accepting what was, you know? A release of blame and guilt, and just like it just happened. And when you let go of that, you actually open the door to possibilities. But yeah, they feel like there was some kind of ending, and they're trying to they're just trying to be accepting of it. How does this person feel about pile number 4? The Queen of Swords. So they're feeling that, you know, maybe a little bit protective with the Queen of Swords. They're feeling, well, they have their boundaries up for sure. They have very specific boundaries, and they have like very specific needs that they want met. And so they're oddly not just open to anything, okay? I mean, it's not odd. It's just odd next to the Judgment card, where there's like kind of a release of blame and release of hurt. And maybe this has to do with a past person, but I mean, we're asking how they feel about you. And so you're somehow connected to that ending and to that like release of blame and guilt and fear and sadness and all of that, okay? But with the Queen of Swords, feeling, yeah, kind of like protective of themselves. 7 of Swords, deceptive. Maybe they're keeping something back from you. Let me tell you, this has been the most intriguing reading of the 4. The other 3 are all very like positive and sunshiny. Not that just, the Swan is very positive, but the Death, the Queen of Swords, the 7 of Swords, which indicates some kind of deception is here. Either they feel that you're deceiving, or they feel that they need to be deceptive with you in some way. I have not wanted to clarify anything, but that card, 7 of Swords, we also get the Knight of Wands, which is very passionate energy. So they're very attracted to you, physically attracted, you know. They want to pursue you, okay? Let's see, can we clarify the 7 of Swords? I haven't wanted to clarify in any of the readings. Page of Cups, yeah. See, this could be an apology, or this is like a message of love. And so I would say that they're not being, with the 7 of Swords, there's some deception in regards to a message of affection, like maybe they're not being honest with you about it, or they feel like you're not being honest about it, like I said. But the Page of Cups is a small gesture of love is what it is. And sometimes that's a message, sometimes that's an apology. That's interesting. Can we clarify? No, I'm not going to clarify. We're going to move forward. We're going to move forward. And take a look at what they love about you, okay? Or what they like about you. You can take that however it resonates for you. But what is it that this person likes or loves about pile number 4? The 9 of Swords. You're really trying. You're making it interesting, aren't you? 9 of Swords. I mean, the 9 of Swords is about stress. It's about worry. What they love about you. It might be, okay, that you, possibly if this resonates for you, that you're an insomniac, because the Knight of Swords really does indicate that, I mean, it talks about loss of sleep, you know, and so it may be that you're kind of a night owl, That's the most positive way that I can read it. If you're kind of neurotic, then maybe they love that about you. I don't know. You have to be honest with yourself. With the swan energy coming out as your overall energy, I just can't see that as being you. But possibly, I mean, take it how it resonates. There's something here about staying up late and you're either stressing or worrying, or you're just possibly a night owl. We also get the Seven of Wands, which is very protective energy. You're very protective of things that are important to you. They're very important, and I mean, that's the best way. That's the only way I can think to describe that. It's very protective energy, we also get the Hierophant. That's interesting. That's Taurus energy. You might be dealing with a Taurus, but the Death card is Scorpio, so you might be dealing with a Scorpio. But the Hierophant, this is someone who's possibly traditional, very traditional, very like, very, yeah, like you maybe, what's the word? It was just right there for a second. Like, if not traditional, then kind of old fashioned is what comes to mind, but maybe that's not the right word, but something along those lines of kind of like you have a way, like you have set in your ways came to mind. Okay. The Hierophant can also be about like elevating spiritual paths. So they could see you as a very spiritual person and really like that about you. But yeah, the Hierophant is, I mean, that's Taurus energy. They're very like, they're going to do it right. They're also very committed. So it's very committed energy, very dedicated energy, but almost stubbornly dedicated. But it's kind of a stubborn energy. But yeah, they're going to follow the path, whatever that path is supposed to be in their mind, that's what they're going to follow. So it's just like very dedicated energy. Can we get two more? What does the person connecting with pile number 4 love about pile number 4, please? What do they love about pile number 4? Three of Cups, they think that you're a lot of fun. You're easy to be around. You're funny, okay? And they love that about you. They love the easiness about you. Can we get one more card? What do they love about pile number 4? The Eight of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is somebody who's stuck in a thought. Somebody who's stuck in a thought. You just can't imagine someone like, I don't know. You do come across as kind of stubborn, and from their point of view. I wanted to say that before. Like, when we're looking at what they love about you, people see us in a different light than we see ourselves, And so even though it might not be like immediately makes sense to you, but they're going to see you the way that they see you. And so that might be slightly different than you see yourself. Okay. But so I feel like you come across as kind of stubborn, but with the Eight of Swords here, in the Eight of Swords, we're trapped. But we've trapped ourselves. And how is that something they love about you? That you're trapped? That you're stuck? The Eight of Swords is kind of obsessive, but I wouldn't normally, I would think that if someone was trying to say they love that you have like an obsessive nature, that would come out with like the Devil energy. But I guess that could be taken as kind of intimate energy, like sexual energy, and they love that part of it. So maybe that's why it wouldn't come out that way. Eight of Swords is what they love about you. The Eight of Swords is someone who's trapped, who's stuck in a thought, like just very stuck in a thought. And so they're like not, they have the ability to set themselves free, but they're not setting themselves free. And I just cannot figure out what that could mean. Gosh, you know yourself. Does that make sense to you, the Eight of Swords? Oh, you know what? Maybe we could clarify it. Okay, it's fine. It's cool. Can we get clarification on the Eight of Swords? Like, what is this that they love about pile number 4? What's this Eight of Swords, please? Well, that was messy. That's what that was. It's messy. Can you please clarify the Eight of Swords? We still get 3 cards. So we get the Chariot, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. The Chariot and the Knight of Swords are both very determined energy, you know. They, this is Cancer energy. You might be dealing with a Cancer, but the Knight of Swords, like, they are very determined to get where they're headed, you know. And same with the Chariot. The Chariot is about, like, the way that I describe the Chariot most often is like you get into your car and you buckle up, then you type the destination in the GPS, and then you're just there. You're buckled in. However you get there, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the ride is, doesn't matter how fast it is. None of it matters because that destination is where you're headed. And so it's like the choice to go there. So both very dedicated energy, but then we get the Ten of Cups, which is emotional stability and emotional balance. Excuse me, it came out between the two, but still, it's like a really big, heavy focus on, on happiness, because the Ten of Cups, that's happiness, but it's also feeling comfortable with someone, feeling at home with someone, feeling safe with someone. And wow, so you're coming out as that Queen of Swords, and then with the Eight of Swords here, they see you, I mean, almost determined to be happy, like, and like almost obstinate about it. Okay. And they love that about you. I mean, that's positive. They love that about you, that you're like, I'm gonna be happy, and you're like stuck in it. Maybe it's that you're going to see the bright side in everything, you know. You're gonna see the bright side of every situation. You're gonna try to focus on the positive of every situation. That could be a way to look at that. But let's see here. We're gonna draw from this deck here. Can you tell us, what does the person connecting with pile number 4? What do they love? What do they love about pile number 4, please? So the first card here is that you're so very capable of more than you give yourself credit for. We also get your love for life, that you make me melt with just a smile. We get 2 more. What do they love about pile number 4? What do they love about pile number 4? Some of these are very specific, so, you know, take it how it resonates for you. Sometimes we have to look at it just slightly differently in order for it to make sense. But can we get 2 more? What do they love about pile number 4? Very capable. They make me melt with just a smile. That's cute. That your love for life, I mean, that's kind of what I was feeling with this energy over here, kind of like your, and even with the Three of Cups, they see you as really fun, you know, really possibly funny, but a good time, someone that's really fun to hang out with and be around. Can we get 2 more? Okay, we got more than 2. So how you flirt with me, how you make everyone feel accepted just the way they are, and I can be myself with you. That's interesting. So great cards. I feel off balance with just the one on top there. So, oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. We can shift them over, make room for it. There we go. There we go. I feel better now because it's all laying in a balanced way. Okay, sorry. So we're going to go ahead now with the Wild Wisdom Australia and get thoughts and advice from Spirit in regards to this connection. Can you give us your thoughts and advice in regards to this connection for pile number 4? Greater Bilby. It says Dark Night of the Soul. Wow. And Sugar Glider, Flow of Life. Flow of Life. I've gotten that one recently. And the Greater Bilby. Dark Night of the Soul indicates that, that you're coming out of something, okay? And maybe that there's some fears, there's some negativity, like there's some fear, there's some self-doubt, okay? And it's a call to like look deeper at the cause of those things, okay? Because they're not, it's almost like it's not real, okay? And it's something that you can overcome. Also with this Flow of Life, the Sugar Glider, it's kind of a you got this card, okay? You're totally capable, and you can overcome whatever challenge it is that you think that you're facing, and you should stand strong in who you are, okay? Because who you are is strong enough and capable of getting over whatever it is that you're facing with this Dark Night of the Soul. You are stronger than those doubts. You're stronger than those fears. And like, stand in who you are and know who you are, and don't let them drag you down. Don't let them pull you down, because they will definitely try. So stand strong in who you are. And possibly if there's a question that you've been asking, or if there's something that you're worried about, the answer may be like something out of the box. It might be something out of the norm, okay? Okay, we're going to take a look now at notes from the universe. Can we get thoughts or advice for pile number 4? Love is the reason. Each person in your life is there for a reason, and that reason always has something to do with love. Like me, the universe. Love is the reason, which, if you were questioning why someone is in your life, then you have the answer. But I think that this is really just a reminder that love is at the core of all of it, Why are we here? I think that answer is to love each other, to learn how to love each other, to learn how to love ourselves. It's all, in my opinion, it's all about love. Love is the love is the reason. Love is the answer. And so I don't know how that resonates for you or for this reading, but that is what we get. We also get don't be misled. When fear speaks, it's always wrong. That Dark Night of the Soul card right there. Unless being chased by a wildebeest, obviously. And when love speaks, it's always right and usually bouncy. Yeah, and so I feel like that's like, don't be misled. Listen to yourself. Fear is scary. When you have a thought and you're immediately terrified by it, and you have that like fight or flight kind of response, that's fear. That's 100% fear. Okay. And that's just holding you back from something. That's holding you back. Like, take a look at the fear and the reason for the fear and maybe address that. But first off, acknowledge it as fear. Okay. And not truth, not love, and definitely not intuition. When intuition comes in, there is no specific emotion connected to it. It just, I mean, when intuition about your life, like when a realization hits you, you can be excited from that realization, but when the realization comes in, it doesn't have an emotion connected to it. It's just a thought or something along those lines, you know? So like understand the difference between fear and love and what's speaking to you from either your spirit or fear. Really identify fear and don't let it mislead you. Okay, let's see here. Can we get thoughts or advice for pile number 4 in regards to this connection and in regards to love? Intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. Wow. Intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. Oliver Wendell Holmes. But yeah, beauty is the promise of the future. And that like speaks to hope. That speaks to having hope. Intelligence and mental beauty. Anything else? Any advice or thoughts? Masters. Elegance and patience. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. So patience. Elegance and patience. Possibly that there's like time needed, you know, and just to be patient. I know that can be a hard one to hear, but with the swan there, I mean, it indicates that you're on a path, and you know you're already on the path, so you know you need to be patient, but still isn't very fun to get that message. I'm just going to let me just. I haven't read out of the book to any of the readings so far, but I also didn't clarify with any of the others, so so you're going to get just a brief. These messages are really quite short, so it'll only take a second. I just have to find it real quick, but luckily they're in alphabetical order, which makes it easier. So for the clematis, I guess is how you say that flower. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground with a foundation of knowledge. Expand your mind with new experiences, and your spirits will soar to new heights. So intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. So it's like that swan card, isn't it? Like you understand, you have a clarity, you see things, yeah, you have an understanding of what's around you. You see things clearly, and that's that intelligence that you possess. Okay, but it's saying like keep your feet firmly planted, but explore new experiences. You know, lift your spirit up to soar to new heights. So yeah, it's that hope, like that hope of the future. And I feel like you already know. If you're coming out with that swan energy, then you already know, you know, that you're on the path and you just need to continue down the path. Let's see here. One more message and then we will be done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this resonated for you. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. And if you did, please do like the video. And if you're comfortable posting a comment, that would be great as well. But thank you so much for watching. Can we get a message for pile number 4 in regards to love and in regards to this connection? Yours has left me the most like confused. Okay. It's clear that this person has feelings for you, but the way that they view you, but you know, and because of that 7 of Swords, that deception card just makes me uncomfortable. Can we get a message for pile number 4? Okay. we'll read all of these. The first two that came out, I'm going to show you the picture and then read the message on the back, which says, surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out, which again was coming with that dark night of the soul. Like possibly you're holding on to something and you need to let that go. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Okay. Also this card here, which says forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine, which again connects to that Dark Night of the Soul card, indicating that there's something that you're allowing to hold you back, and possibly this forgiveness is something you need to do for yourself. Forgive yourself, maybe. Either way, you're focusing on past energy and you're being called to let that past energy go. We also have this card here, which says trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. That's like that surrender card. And I mean, with the swan, I really just feel like you already know that. I mean, with the swan card, it's like you understand it and you have a belief that that's the case, but you're stepping into a situation where you will know without a doubt that you've been on the right path. And like that is coming for you. That's that like positivity, not positivity. Well, I mean positive, yes, but that's not what I meant at all. What I meant is you will know for sure without a doubt that you are in the right place, that you have been on the right path, okay? You already believe it and soon you will know it, okay? So have that trust and surrender to the situation, okay? And this is the last card here, which says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. That is such a beautiful message. The person that you are headed towards, like the one that you're supposed to connect with, that one that you feel, that the reflection that you're seeing in the water, that person, they're connected to you, and that connection is there whether or not you're together currently. And so, love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. I feel like it just feels like they're reassuring you that they're there, and that you're not alone. And like the cards say, there's an indication that you will come to know this as fact. So, yeah. That's what I have for you, pal number 4. I hope that it resonated for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you again so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. So good luck to you in this and anything else that you are involved with or working on. And I hope I see you again sometime soon. Bye.